back to the Stanford Cardinal Dynasty, where for the first time in this series, we have a ranked v ranked matchup as we head up north to take on the Oregon State Beavers. And I think everyone, including myself, a little bit surprised that our first ranked v ranked is Stanford versus Oregon State. Two of the, I would say, three bottom teams of the former Pac-12. But in the rebuilt Pac-12, both these teams finding some success. Oregon State, they are off to a really good start, 7-2. Though as we skim through their results here, you can see most of their wins are very close games. Their losses, they have not been all too close outside of Oregon, who they lost to 24-23. They are led by redshirt freshman Mike Hyde at quarterback, 2,100 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 7 interceptions with a 60% completion percentage, higher than most quarterbacks we've faced. Running the ball, we have Terrence Logan, the guy who we made fun of last season wearing number 81. He destroyed us. He's having a pretty good season so far, averaging 4.3 a carry, though only 1 touchdown. We're going to see a little bit of Jamar McMillan, number 87, who also plays running back. He is their goal line back. He has 5 touchdowns this season. They'll occasionally hand the ball off to Jordan Anderson, who has 3 touchdowns, but he's also just as likely to fumble that ball. But when he's doing what he's supposed to, in receiving, he's actually been a pretty solid receiver for him. 633 yards on 38 grabs, 4 touchdowns. Both Anderson, Hatton Jr., and Wilds all around the same in terms of touchdown production. But yardage, that definitely favors Anderson. On defense, their leading tackler is the redshirt senior in Melvin Gordon IV. For run stopping behind the line, we got to take a look at DJ Wasalik as well as Takari Hickle, both with a good amount of TFLs 7 and 6 respectively. But for sack artist, that comes off the right end spot with Tiggy Hill with 9 sacks. They also have a pick artist in Noble Thomas Jr. with 6 already on the year. He is their captain on defense, the redshirt senior. Special teams, they're a little bit iffy here with Philip K. He has missed an extra point this year, and field goals are very streaky, 9 of 12, with just a long of 47. As for our Cardinal, today I want to challenge the offense, as nationally, we are one of the worst offenses in terms of yard production. Though flipping that on its head, we are in the top 15 when it comes to rushing yards. It's the passing game that has been very lackluster, putting us well inside the bottom 10. We need the offense to step up, as our defense, they are the second best in all of college football when it comes to yards given up, by just about 40 yards away from number 1 in Oregon, who we already beat this year. And with the help of Sony Fotu and Tafiti, we are well atop here, number 1 in sacks. So let's stitch together an offensive plan and come out here and rock the Oregon State Beavers. Flintoff with the kickoff. We are underway on the road. Looks like it might be an afternoon game here, which we will be playing in the shade. Barry Wilds here, the freshman. He is the player to look out for in this one, at least according to the guys up top in the booth. He's going to be spread out to that left-hand side. Some play action. They go to the tight end over to the right. Last time we faced this Beavers team, it was a good game. I expect nothing less than that, given this is, again, our first ranked battle. As they motion out the running back to Feedy with quick pressure, they will get it out to him, but he's going to lose 2. And already the defense with an opportunity to get off the field, a 3rd and 9. As they will go with the delayed handoff, Ume gets there first. It's Howerton to clean it up. They just get 2 total and will punt. With that stop from the defense, now time to get the offense out there. And they're wanting to keep an eye on Noble v. Borden when the passing game does get going, as we're hoping that'll be a good matchup. As for now, we start with a run game. Parrish with 3. So far this year for the offense, run game first and foremost. 2nd and 7. They go back to Parrish, and he is close to that first down line. However, they do not give it to him, so wing T with Montrell Dog, and he's got the first down gain of 3. Cardinal keeping all running backs involved, all of them being fairly productive with their snaps as well. We got McCoy here in motion in the backfield, as it's going to be play action for Cedric Irvin. Throw to the outside, nearly picked off. 16 gifted with the play there, just couldn't hold on to it. They tried to find Buck downfield. He did look open, pass just underthrown. So the rush on second, they pick up 4. Nearly could have had more, though this did get the block from the receiver. 3rd and 6. Hard count, no one jumps. This time they go Buck, and it's through his hands. 16 there again. Just haven't found the success with their tight end in that coverage, but they stay out for 4th down. Hard count, no one jumps. They go for it again, and it's off the side of an offensive lineman's head. That's 2 passes that were too low, and it ultimately leads to a turnover on downs here as they hand it off down the middle. A quick stop, yet again Howerton making the play. 2nd and 9. Trips go to left-hand side, leaving 1 to the right. They hand it off. Richardson there, but Howerton cleans it. On at least half the snaps so far, Howerton has made the play. 3rd and 4. As they go 1 lone to the left-hand side. They block up the line, and a good catch downfield out at the 15, though a booth review coming in to make sure that was a catch, and yeah, it looks like he got a foot down, no problem. Beavers first to hit the red zone with that confirmation. At the 15-yard line, double A-gap blitz here as they bounce it to the outside to Feedy there and Sony Fotu. Well, obviously, they've done very well in pass pro. They've also done a pretty good job of picking up those TFLs as well. 2nd and 14, going back down the middle, and maybe we'll pick up 1 or 2. With 3rd and long here for Hyde. Hasn't really thrown the ball much down the field. Early movement, they're going to get Howerton. Kind of looked like he was drawn off sides as the lineman was getting set. Definitely wasn't down in his position yet, so penalty is on us, and a nice throw for the first down. They go to their number 1 receiver there in Anderson, and they've got a goal-to-go situation here at about the 1.5-yard line. Motioning over their receiver, they hand it off to the opposite side. Logan just back to the 2. Good tackle comes in from Asher, who is still starting out there. Coach Barrington talked about possibly switching him out this game. They haven't done so yet, and getting through the tackle of 36 Williams. But a little gritty action from Rico Cote as he gets the stop. 3rd and goal now here. Trying to get a goal line stand is the defense. As they go back corner, touchdown! Had the 2 feet drag back corner. That one would be good on Sundays. Oregon State takes the lead. With that, this Cardinal offense need to respond. Starting with a shotgun look here as they look to set up a throw. They go to Buck, and again, no good. They've looked his way 3 separate times and have yet to hit on a single one of those. 2 drop passes and 1 just swatted away. 2nd and 10. Get a nice double to backer, but only goes as a gain of 5, leaving us still needing 5 here. Final play of the first quarter. They get the halfback screen out. Irvin, he shows off the wheels, getting that first down and more out at the 45, officially ending that first quarter. For the most part, Cardinal didn't do all too bad, missed on a couple plays, and Oregon State capitalized. So as we get the second half underway, we've got to clean that up here. Starting at that 45, going back to the running game, Parrish, he's got the first down, rumbling, spinning, he picks up 15. Running game still very much in control here for the Cardinal. Hard count, no one jumps. Looking for a little bit of some play action. And going downfield, Bachmeier, spinning grab, dragged down at the 12. Big play there from the passing game, and they were needing it. Now inside the red zone for the first time, trying to answer the touchdown from the Beavers. And it looks like Brown's going to look to run here. Doesn't get the block. Doesn't quite get dragged down either. Plows his way through 2 defenders into the end zone. A nice scramble there from Elijah Brown. We're level here, 7-7. And just from an overall standpoint, exactly the kind of drive the Cardinal needed. Going back to their defense here as the Beavers take the field. They run right at the blitz. They gain 1. Though for the Cardinal, they've won first and second down pretty regularly. It's been the third down that's been the problem, though they do give up the first down here on second. Nice pass, just finding an open receiver is Hyde. Got him set up here at the 30. 2 spread either side. Going back to the run here, Logan, he's going to pick up a much better rush here on first down, gain of 7. Honestly, if you combine all of his carries on first down prior to that one, probably be about the same total yardage. Trying to find the open space here, couldn't find it. And that'll leave the Beavers with a third and about half a yard. Sticking with a spread look, bring the blitz, and Asher close in the man coverage. Well, the freshman Wilds, he gets the first down. Freshman v. freshman over on that side. As they've got motion here, fake the jet sweep. Logan, he's got space. Asher coming down. Good tackle. Running lanes opening up a little bit more than previous drives. That time due to the play call. But a good job there from that young corner. Going to the dump off and a bad pursuit angle there from Cote. Definitely not something we normally see from him. Goes as a gain of 9. Early movement yet again, though. They're still going to get the Cardinal on it. And that's really got to be thanks to the left tackle jumping because of his movement. Otherwise, he would have been down set before the actual snap. And another misplay there in coverage. Anderson, once again here, has the Beavers inside the red zone at the 13. Just about 3 minutes left here in the first half. They are setting up a lot of plays underneath. Cardinal need to start moving down their coverage. But as there's not much space behind them now, don't have to quite worry about it. Second and again, about half a yard. As they hand it off, Logan, loss of 2. They ran right into the blitz of Richardson, leaving now 3rd and 2. As they got 3 options to the left-hand side, 1 goes to the right. Trying to set up a scramble here. Good cut from Hyde. And he puts the Beavers back in front. 2 quarterbacks scrambling touchdowns in this game. But the Cardinal still have time to answer. 2:02 left in this half. They have all of their timeouts and are just coming off a very efficient previous drive. Starting back at the 25. They go with a slant here. RPO Borden. He gets a catch weaving by a couple defenders. Already the Cardinals set up at the midfield line as a 2-minute warning arrives. Still have those timeouts. 2 go to left-hand side, 1 to the right. They look for Buck here. He finally gets that catch and gets the first down and out of bounds. The passing game was definitely slow to get going. Came alive last drive. It's doing pretty well to start this one. As once again, wide open, Borden, and gonna have to weave to the left. 16 couldn't make the play this time. Took what, 2-3 plays. Cardinal answer right on back. And it's 2 really good drives from the offense, really efficient drives, answering the calls from Coach Barrington, challenging that group. Now the defense, they need to live up to their own hype. Supposed to be second best in all of college football. Haven't quite seen that today as Asher gets the pick. Giving the ball back to the offense at the 42. The freshman finally makes the play for his squad. Hyde definitely got caught there with the heat check. And Brown and his offense can head out here, starting with a spread look. 2 really good drives. Need to build on top of it as Parrish with a nice grab. He picks up about 9.5 yards here as they stick with the spread look. A little bit of some play action. And up top for Buck. Threw his hands and almost came down onto him. If he throws that one a little bit more to the left, probably was a touchdown. Unfortunately, not the case. So 3rd and 1 for the Cardinal. 1:15. Definitely inside field goal range. They hand this one off, and they've got the first down, though not by much goes Cedric Irvin. They're going to go with a little bit of hurry up off of it. A tight shotgun look here. Clock is rolling. Brown with the snap. A little bit of some play action as he's going. Bachmeier with the grab. Down inside the 15, marked down at the 13. Some more hurry up for the offense then, now inside of a minute. Letting this develop, though, not much space. Ball pops out, and Irvin kicks it to the defender. Brown tried to step up as the pocket closed around him. And just as we had a big play, so do the Beavs. And that's what you come to expect in these big games. The ranked v ranked. Both sides will make their plays. Tafiti, sack, fumble. Sony Fotu dives on it. And offense will head right back out after one play as we move a little bit closer to the end zone. The crowd in horror here. They thought their boys made the play. Instead flipped on them, 1st and goal. As Brown keeps it, he goes backwards. Definitely should have handed that one off. So we've got a 2nd and goal then, as they will look to pass the ball. Opens up for Borden. Jarred away, flag is down. And this might be a late holding on the left tackle. Cardinal will go ahead and call a timeout to collect themselves here. 18 seconds left. They still have 2 more timeouts, but they're back at the 17. Going to a spread look here. And it's out for Borden. Tipped away. Good coverage. Though that was with Jordan in coverage, not Noble. In fact, I don't see Noble out here. 3rd and goal. Hard count, no one jumps. As they're letting the play develop a little bit. Thrown straight at the linebacker. It is picked off. Brown forced it. Still no points with 2 possessions inside the red zone. Some sloppy play on both sides here to try to finish out the first half as they hand this one off Logan. He will pick up 4 and send us to half. Definitely, we could be in front in this one, but with the mistakes we've made, 14-14 is the score line. We're doing better in the passing yards. We're doing better in the rushing yards. It's turnovers, yet again, holding this offense back. But the good news for us is the defense has answered each and every one of those turnovers. So as the offense takes the field to start the second half, let's do better. Starting with Irvin, who takes the run to the outside and picks up 8. Perhaps if we get that running game really going here, we won't have to have too much on the shoulders of Brown and less turnovers. That is the goal. They bring the blitz, and they actually hit home. Loss of about half a yard leaves 3rd and 3. Brown with a bunch of the right-hand side. Hard count. Movement on the left side, and this time we are in favor on this penalty. We've been drawn off 2, if not 3 times. Finally get one on the Beavs. Looking to set up the receiver screen, and no blocking on Jordan. You get just a little bump on him. You're gaining a decent chunk. Instead, 2nd and 12 with another negative play here for the offense. They bring the blitz, throwing out, and well off time for Buck. And credit some of that to the pass rush. 3rd and 12 with a spread look here. Haddad with a half step, but great recovery. 21 jars it away, and we punt. Once again, this game relying on the defense. Of course, Asher got his first pick earlier in that first half. Look for some more turnovers from this defense as Logan rumbles with a gain of 6. Their run game success has been very inconsistent in this one. 2nd and 4, 2 spread to the left, 1 to the right, as they get a little play action and quickly getting down Anderson. Heard the footsteps of Morris behind him. All he needed was the first, and he got it, so ends up working out. As they sent out the running back with an orbit screen here. Don't use it. Instead, they go to their tight end. Actually, no, freshman receiver. A big frame, though. Kind of resembles a tight end. Couldn't hold on to it. 2nd and 10. 2 spread either side. As they will look to pass the ball. Wide open down the field. Anderson. Perhaps a slightly better throw, and that's a touchdown. Let him out of bounds, but they're down to the 32. Keeping with that 2 spread look here. Hyde making changes. As they go with the counter, Rico Cote with a tackle. Gotta keep an eye, though, on those corner plays. 2nd and 7. Again, motioning out the running back here. Time to throw downfield as Frausto Ramos read that play like a safety. He picks up 1 block, though he runs out of space at the sideline. Out at the 22. 2nd pick on Hyde today. Cornerback 1 and 2, each with their own. Now we just need the offense to put the ball in the end zone as they start at that 22. With the rush, Irvin picks up 2. Beavers know that the passing game hasn't been great, so they're challenging us here, stacking the box. 2nd and 7, As we've got an open target, Bachmeier through his hands. At worst, that should have been a big gain. At best, that should have been a touchdown call. 3rd and 8. We get movement, but they get back on side. Bachmeier again with some space. High points it, brings it down. Worst case here, we've got to correct our mistakes. That catch is a correction. As we go to Parrish down the middle, just a gain of 3. Blocking never quite got to the second level there. Still sitting with a shotgun. As we hand this one off, RPO Parrish. He gets stuck on Bachlenko, and that'll limit the gain to 3. He was able to get off of him. Might have been a first down. Instead, 3rd and 4 here with a tight shotgun look. They go back to Buck. It's through his hands. It's really the Cardinal making this game harder than it needs to be. Offense stays out. Early movement. They get 43 to jump. That should be a free first on 4th. Good call there from Coach Barrington at the midfield line. This time they go back out to Buck. He holds on to it, and he's close to the first down, though they don't give it to him. Instead, they mark 2nd and inches. Wing T comes out. You know where we're going. Montrell Dog. He's got the first down by inches. Really not much to spare there. Sticking with it here, they go play action, throwing it out of a sack. Never quite got a blocker there on that edge rusher, which is that leading sack artist for him. 2nd and 10. They go McCoy here on the dump off. He gets the catch, gain of 5. However, that still leaves the Cardinal needing another 5 here. They are inside field goal range. As they go one spread either side, essentially ace formation, but in shotgun. Open is Buck. He gets the catch down at the 25. He's not much of an open field moves kind of guy, and sometimes he's not much of a catching guy either. Makes the play, though, for the Cardinal. As they go up top for Bachmeier, dropping it in the breadbasket. What a throw from Elijah Brown. And his receiver holds on. Tiger Bachmeier gives the Cardinal the lead. And they capitalize off of the pick from Frausto Ramos. Now they could use another here to regain possession here and try to create some separation. About a play or 2 left before 4th quarter arrives. Getting dumped by Sony Fotu is Logan. That will indeed take us to the 4th quarter, 21-14. And of course, the thought for both of these teams is a loss might lose their ranking. So expect a good 4th quarter here. And jarring it away is Richardson. They were looking for Anderson yet again. 3rd and 7. They go read option. And getting the first down is Hyde. Coming into this game, he had just about the same amount of carries as Logan, just for far less yards. He gets a big one there. As they go with a delayed handoff to Feedy, eats him up. With the way he's played, you've got to imagine some NFL scouts are taking a look. 2nd and 13. They get motion from Anderson. Fake the jet sweep, fake the handoff, throw, and caught. Toner, the tight end, a yard short of the line to gain, so 3rd and 1. Logan in the backfield. They pull the guard, and he gets by Richardson, gets by a fair few more. Frausto Ramos flips him down at the 40. That's been the Cardinal problem today on defense, is just getting that last big play. As they get it out to the freshman. Hyde at times in this game has been dealing. As for the first time I feel like today, Logan exits the field here. 87 checks in at running back. As he's wide open downfield, but Sony Fotu cleans it up. Sack. Comes through right when we needed it because their running back was wide open. 3rd and 8. Good blocking up front. Good pass downfield. Anderson, he's beat pretty much every cover man we've put on him. And with less than 5.5 minutes left, they really need him to come through, find a touchdown. Logan cuts back, picks up 4. If Howerton wasn't able to meet him there, that might have been a touchdown. We actually have Howerton leave after. The freshman in Cantwell, the 5-star, checks in, but open is Toner. Tied and levels it here, 21-21. And a fantastic Pac-12 battle continues. as the offense, they've got to come out here, run a smooth drive, and try to regain control of this game. Starting at the 25, they hand this one off down the middle. Cedric Irvin with 3. Cardinal for most of the game played from behind. Now they got to find a way to get back in front here as they go with the stretch to the outside. Parrish looks for the cutback lane, and that cutback picks up 2. But for the Cardinal, still needing 5 here on third and make that 10 as Parrish jumps on the hard count. Well, that'll definitely make things a little bit harder here. Brown back in shotgun. He's going to the sideline. Bachmeier with the grab. First down, Cardinal. Great throw from Brown. Put all the zip on it. As they go with the screen, they get the blocking here for Keenan. He's got a welcome mat in front of him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Cardinal regain that lead. And honestly, it didn't take that much time. 28-21, the home team Beavers now need to put together just as efficient of a drive. And at times today, they've definitely shown the ability to do so. But they've got 3:10 left, starting back at the 14. They need to find some big plays here as they find one to the sideline. Camp just out a little bit too shallow. And that might be a lingering part of the adjustments made earlier in the game to bring the coverage down. Coach got to be able to bounce back as bouncing back Sony Fotu. And that's actually a big milestone sack here for the true freshman out of Georgia, as he hits double-digit sacks on the season, and he didn't even play the first 2-3 games of the season. Anderson with a catch here. He's going to pick up 7 of the lost yardage. They've definitely gone his way early and often. And as we hit the 2-minute warning, Beavers are going to need him a lot more here. 3rd and 11. As Tafiti gets around the edge a little bit too late. Tipped up and hitting the turf in between both Sumlin and Anderson. Knowing that they had 4th down to go for it, they take the deep shot there. Now potentially 4th and game. As Tafiti quick around the edge. Diving swat from Camp. That's a turnover on downs. You could thank Sony Fotu for setting that up. Taking over at the 27, trying to put this game away. $1:50 left. Borden in motion. He takes a jet sweep, and once again, welcome Matt there. He sprints to the pylon. A late 2-score lead here for the Card. And unless a miracle happens here in Oregon, Cardinals should be coming away with a victory. About 1:40 left as that drive only lasted 1 play. Deep shot, and they've got it. Crossing route all the way across the field, deep downfield, found the soft spot. Frausto Ramos has to get the tackle. 1st and 10, swing it back outside. Logan not getting the catch. They actually say he was out of bounds before he caught it. So 2nd and 10 then, though the clock stops 1:31. 2 go to the left, 1 to the right. Quick throw and just getting a piece of it. Another athletic play from a Stanford DB. That time Morris tips it away. Nelson comes in, a little bit of push down the middle. Though they once again find Wilds, that freshman. It's been a good battle over on the left-hand side today with our freshman and Asher. Had a pick earlier in this one. Another pick would end it. As Hyde waiting, throwing, and getting it just over Frausto Ramos. Oregon State calls their 2nd timeout. 1:10 left here. They do need 2 scores. Throw to the side. Morris had 2 chances at it. Unfortunately for his stat column, he couldn't find the ball. 3rd and 3. As 3 go to the left-hand side here. Trying to set up another pass underneath. They've got it. Wild slips a tackle, takes a cheap shot there at the end from Atkins. Beavs hurry back up to the line here. 1st and 10 at the 12. They could still get another fresh set of downs. Another quick throw, and just securing the grab was Anderson. So if he stayed on his feet, that might have been a touchdown. They'll clock it there. And they'll have at least 2 more downs here to make it into the end zone. Then an onside, and they need another red zone, end zone trip. Throw to the back corner, and they've had that every opportunity. The corner routes have been good here for the Beavs. They find one of the 2 they need. But they still have to have this onside with only 1 timeout. And it's going to get to the next level, though. Haddad, he's going to grab it, and he will sprint towards the logo. That is your game. A little bit of late scoring there makes this one look a little bit closer than it really was at the end. One score really was a two-score game. Offense, while it sputtered at times. Obviously, Elijah Brown, your player of the game, 57% complete, over 300 passing. We definitely could have had a lot more, probably close to 400 if we didn't have all those drops. But the guys came through at the end. We made the big plays, and defensively, we forced more turnovers than we gave up offensively. And if you do that, you're gonna win. And with that win, we welcome in a 3-star punter out of Miami, Florida, in Fatele Maze, or Maze, I don't know. We're gonna have to figure out the name pronunciation for him, but we do find our punter of the future. And we land another Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week with 1 sack. Tafiti also picked up 4 tackles, all of which were TFLs. And with that win, we move up to 13th in the top 25 rankings. And with that, you start to wonder if college football playoffs are a possibility. Well, this next game will very much be the key indicator on if that is possible. Number 6, USC. It's also an early trial here for the Pac-12 championship game, as USC is still above us, 8-1, though they are 6-0 in their conference record. Meanwhile, we are 5-0. They've just played one more than us. And before we end on too much of a stressor, let's go over a little bit of recruiting news. We were looking at a lot of different cornerbacks, most of which ended up being busts or just had really bad grades. So of the ones that we have taken a look at, really Al Page is the only 3-star that I could see like a 4th-year player having an impact after he sees some development. So we'll keep going after Al Page. We aren't really top on his board, and I don't think we're going to stress being top of his board, considering we did land a 5-star and a 4-star. Plus, we are still going after Chad Johns. As for Tim Easy, we are on top for him. Another late addition to our race was Cassius Sampson, and we have indeed jumped well ahead in terms of how much ground we covered in that. About to break into the top 5, so this list will be narrowed. And with us actually matching all of his motivations really well, I think Cassius Sampson very well could be a Cardinal come next season. And as we just take a look at the big board here, scrolling on through, you'll see that we are doing extremely well in these races. Al Page is the only one who's not so sold, but everyone else definitely seems to be, as your Cardinal are still the top recruiting class with 5 5-stars, 10 4-stars, and that 1 3-star. He's that new punter. So the future of the Cardinal is looking very bright here. Make sure you don't miss, especially next episode, as we head down and take on the USC Trojans. It should be another good battle here, an early indicator of possibly your Pac-12 champion and playoff implications. So don't miss it. Hit the bear icon on the bottom right or scroll down to the sub button and definitely tap that bell icon so you are notified of when these videos go live. Every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we are here for the Cardinal. Tuesday, Thursday, we got Madden 25 with a new series coming out soon as we are wrapping out all of the state-only challenges. Big one coming up next. We will see you then.